Hello my dear children, I am Dilrukhshi teacher here. So, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Today our lesson is unit number 11, Poson Full Moon Day. Okay children, today we are going to learn about Poson Poya Day. Children, do you know why Poson Poya is very important for us? Okay, let's see why is that. So, shall we start the lesson, children? Okay. Alright kids, can you remember the lesson we did about Vesak Poya? Yes. So, as Vesak Poya, Poson Poya is also very important for us. Today, Poson Poya is very important for us because Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka on a Poson Poya day. Right? Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka on a Poson Poya day. So that's why Poson Poya is very important for us. Now you all know why Poson Poya is very important for us. Today, Poson Poya falls in the month of June. Okay? Poson Poya falls in the month of June. And it is the next Poya after Vesak. So now you all know we celebrated Vesak in the month of May. So, Poson Poya is the next Poya after Vesak. It means we celebrate Poson Poya in the month of June. Right. My dear children, do you know who brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka? Right. Today, Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka by Arahat Mahinda Thero. Okay? Who brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka, children? Yes, Arahat Mahinda Thero. Today, there is a beautiful story related to Poson Poya. So, do you like to know about that story? Okay. Long time ago, there was a king named Devanampiyathissa in Anuradhapura. Okay? At that time, he ruled our country. One day, King Devanampiyathissa was on a deer hunt in the forest. He saw a deer next to Mihintale rock. On the same day, Arahat Mahinda Thero came to Sri Lanka with 6 other followers. Do you know who are they? They are Ithiya Thero, Uthiya Thero, Sambala Thero, Baddhasala Thero, Sumana Samanera and Banduga Upasaka. And they went to Mihintale in Anuradhapura at the same time. While King Devanampiyathissa was on the deer hunting, Arahat Mahinda Thero saw the king who was chasing a deer. Then Arahat Mahinda Thero called the king, "Thissa, tissa. The king was surprised to hear someone calling by his name. The king stopped his hunting and looked up to see who was calling his name. In this picture, you can see how the king stopped his hunting and looked up to see who was calling his name. After that, the king saw Arahat Mahinda Thero and 6 other followers on the top of the mountain. After that, a pleasant conversation took place between Arahat Mahinda Thero and King Devanampiyathissa. Then the king threw down his bow and arrows and worshipped Arahat Mahinda Thero. After listening to the Dhamma sermon, King Devanampiyathissa became a Buddhist. So, my dear children, this was the beginning of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. Okay children, now you all know what is the importance of Poson Poya Day. Now let's recall what we learned today. Children, today we learned why Poson Poya is very important for us, who brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka, who was the ruler at that time, and where did they meet. So, now tell me Putte, why Poson Poya is very important for us? Yes, because Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka on a Poson Poya Day. And Arahat Mahinda Thero brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka. At that time, King Devanampiyathissa ruled our country. One day, King Devanampiyathissa was on a deer hunt in the forest. He saw a deer next to Mihintale rock. On the same day, Arahat Mahinda Thero came to Sri Lanka with 6 other followers. After that, they went to Mihintale in Anuradhapura. At the same time, after that, Arahat Mahinda Thero saw the king. Then Arahat Mahinda Thero called the king Tissa, Tissa. After that, a pleasant conversation happened between Arahat Mahinda Thero and King Devanampiyathissa. After listening to the Dhamma sermon, King Devanampiyathissa became a Buddhist. And, okay children, now you all know where did they meet Putte? Yes, they met at Mihintale in Anuradhapura. So these are the things we learned today. Keep these important things in your mind. Okay? Okay children, now I am going to give you an activity. Here you have to fill in the blanks. Okay? Answers are given in the brackets. Now I am going to read the answers first. Arahat Mahinda Thero, King Devanampiyathissa, Buddhism, Mihintale, Buddhists. Arahat Mahinda Thero, King Devanampiyathissa, Buddhism, Mihintale and Buddhists. Okay children, now I am going to read the questions. Listen to me carefully children. Question number 1. We celebrate Poson in the month of blank. We celebrate Poson in the month of blank. Number 2. Poson Poya is very important poya for blank. Poson Poya is very important poya for blank. Number 3. Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka by blank. Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka by blank. Number 4. At that time, our country was ruled by blank. At that time, our country was ruled by blank. Last one. They met at blank in Anuradhapura. They met at blank in Anuradhapura. Okay, children. Now let's check the answers. We celebrate Poson in the month of June. Yes. Number 2. Poson Poya is very important poya for Buddhists. Very good. Number 3. Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka by Arahat Mahinda Thero. Yes, children, tell me the answer again. Yes, Buddhism was brought to Sri Lanka by Arahat Mahinda Thero. Number 4. At that time, our country was ruled by King Devanampiyatissa. Okay, listen to me again. At that time, our country was ruled by King Devanampiyatissa. Okay. Number 5. Last question. They met at, yes, very good. They met at Mihintale in Anuradhapura. Tell me the answer again, Puta. They met at Mihintale in Anuradhapura. Okay, children. Today we learned lot of things about Poson Poya. So this is the end of the lesson for today. Do your work well. Let's meet with another new lesson. Until then, goodbye my dear children. Have a nice day. May the noble triple gem bless you all.